If he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? You know who said, you know?
Sounds rough, man.
Well, it's just amazing how many people on the Diddy party list that are supporting Kamala. Too.
Yes, seriously, it's like insane.
Publicly, openly, like all in.
Yes, it's like J-Lo like was like his ex-girlfriend, and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
What's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said.
Stop scrolling. Hollywood's velvet rope facade is ripping wide open, and the fallout is unfolding faster than a TMZ push alert. In the span of one dizzying week, prison whispers claim Sean Diddy Combs is ready to trade names for freedom. Joe Rogan drops an on-air bombshell. Terrence Howard and Katt Williams flash their told you so receipts. And Elon Musk fires off a cryptic tweet warning big names to lawyer up or clear out. Suddenly, Steve Harvey is wiping his socials. Meek Mill is live tweeting from Africa. And Ellen DeGeneres surfaces in a quiet English pub with a mysteriously fresh haircut, all while paparazzi lenses catch Leonardo DiCaprio and Ashton Kutcher boarding separate jets to Europe. Every abrupt vacation, every deleted post, every nervous denial now reads like choreography in a desperate scramble to outrun whatever Diddy might tell the feds before his May 2025 court date. Is this the start of Hollywood's biggest name-drop apocalypse? Or just another round of amplified rumour? Regardless, the A-list exodus is on, and if even half the whispers stick, the red carpet lineup at next year's awards shows could look shockingly thin. Real talk before we dig in. Everything you're about to hear lives on a sliding scale from court-filed allegation to late-night podcast tea to straight-up internet side-eye, and I need you with me on that. I'm not accusing anybody of crimes. I'm connecting the dots people keep posting, filing, deleting, and whispering about. Some of these claims sit in actual lawsuits or depositions. Some come from interviews, old video clips, and sources close, who may or may not be chasing clout. Some are pure timeline math. Who scrubbed what? Who flew where? Who suddenly got quiet? Everyone named is innocent until proven otherwise in a court of law. Full stop. Dates change, filings get sealed, stories evolve. If official documents contradict the chatter, the documents win. I'll flag when something comes from a legal filing versus that long-running rumour. And if you've got receipts, clips, dockets, sworn statements, drop them in the comments so we can pin updates. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting what's being said. Behind those razor wire walls, the chatter is deafening. Insiders at MDC Brooklyn swear Diddy has traded his mogul swagger for full cooperation mode, meeting quietly with federal agents under the guise of routine attorney visits. Guards claim the music stops in the common area whenever his name crackles over the walkie-talkies. Nobody wants to be the one caught near the cell if he starts talking. Word is, prosecutors dangled a brutal choice. Keep protecting the celebrity circle and face a RICO-style hammer, or open the vault of party tapes and walk out on a plea. Sources say he's already confirmed the existence of hard drives tagged White Party 2009 and Flavor Camp 94, each rumoured to be packed with footage powerful enough to detonate A-list reputations in a single courtroom playback. Even fellow inmates are betting cigarettes on which household name falls first. The smart money swings between a daytime TV darling and a rap titan, who once called Diddy Big Bro. Translation: Hollywood's bravest faces are currently praying that those hard drives stay sealed, because once discovery begins, NDAs and publicists won't be enough to smother the blast radius. Steve Harvey's name wasn't even on the early bingo cards, yet he just rocketed to the top of everyone's watch list after an overnight vanishing act that screams clean up on aisle fame. 1 minute, the Family Feud host is posting motivational reels. The next, his Instagram looks like a realtor's staging job. Family photos gone, throwbacks with Diddy scrubbed, even that 2017 tweet hailing the mogul as a brother doing good, quietly deleted. Flight trackers pinged his jet streaking toward Dubai hours after news of Diddy's alleged cooperation leaked. And sources close to the Harvey camp say he ordered assistants to sanitize every public trace tying him to Puff's orbit. The timing gets murkier when you remember those glossy vacation shots from Italy in 2019. Steve, Diddy, and a then 22-year-old Lori Harvey toasting Aperol spritzes on a yacht, her manicure a flash of pristine white. Cassie's lawsuit later alleged Diddy mandated white nails for women during his so-called freak-offs, clichés, claiming the colour popped on camera against darker skin tones. Did Steve know? Was he leveraging Diddy's billionaire Rolodex for Hollywood clout? Or was he oblivious to the alleged after-hours horrors? Either way, the abrupt social purge feels less like spring cleaning and more like a man speed shredding a paper trail before the subpoenas land. Meek Mill and Usher are the poster boys for panic right now, each sprinting in opposite directions, but leaving the same breadcrumb trail of worry. Meek ghosted social media the second Diddy's booking photo hit the wire, then popped up in Lagos posting cryptic energy cleanse selfies while offering a 100k to anyone who could name my enemies. Translation: he's checking the cameras to see if the feds caught him poolside while Diddy purred, "I love you, daddy." Usher, meanwhile, has lawyers on speed dial after an ex-bodyguard revived that grisly rumour that a teenage Usher left Flavor Camp so battered he needed a hospital, a story long filed under urban legend until Gene Deal repeated it on camera last week. Add in the resurfaced Kevin Hart interview where Diddy jokes about waking up in bed with young Usher. Nervous laughter now lands like a siren. And you can see why Team Usher just cancelled 2 surprise press appearances. Both men once basked in Diddy's glow for career juice. Now they're scrambling to shake free before prosecutors hit play on whatever vintage camcorder gold might tie them to the alleged freak-off circuit. Damage control is the vibe, and the silence is saying plenty. Jay-Z's orbit looks even shakier once you factor in Kathy White, the alleged mistress who reportedly turned up dead days after telling friends she was pregnant with Hov's child. For years that tragedy simmered as gossip. But now, insiders whisper that Diddy's hard drives contain Hampton's 03 footage tying the rap moguls to the same late-night gatherings prosecutors are probing. Add in that mysterious 2000 post-VMAs lawsuit. An unnamed woman accused both Diddy and Jay of assault inside a Manhattan penthouse, only for the case to collapse when her father's testimony crumbled and Benji Madden produced plane tickets, proving he wasn't even in New York. Dismissed doesn't mean forgotten. Attorneys say if Diddy flips digital timestamps or witness lists he hands over could resurrect the claim under conspiracy statutes. Then there's Jaguar Wright fanning the flames on live streams, branding Jay the devil, and vowing to parade 3 new accusers into court the moment discovery opens. No wonder Team Rock Nation just beefed up its crisis comms squad and ordered employees to sign fresh NDAs. If Diddy really presses play on those archived tapes, Jay-Z might soon face the one beat he can't produce his way out of. A courtroom soundtrack set to subpoenas and sworn testimony. Jennifer Lopez was supposed to have left the Puffy era in her rearview glitter, but the 1999 club shooting saga refuses to stay buried, especially now that wounded patron Nata Rubin is begging a judge to reopen the case. Back then, prosecutors said the gun that tore through Club New York originated in Diddy's entourage, yet J-Lo walked free after swearing she knew nothing, and a grand jury appearance that insiders now claim was, at best, selective with the truth. Rubin alleges J-Lo actually smuggled the weapon in her purse, then lied under oath while Shine took the fall and Diddy dodged prison. Fast forward to 2025. If Combs is indeed opening his archive, investigators may comb metadata from security cam rips and backstage snapshots to see who really handed off that Chrome 9. For J-Lo, now America's reigning rom-com queen and halftime show icon, A perjury percussion beat could shatter the squeaky clean brand she spent 2 decades polishing. And let's not forget the irony. While she's out here warning fans about protecting democracy, the one democracy she might soon be defending herself in is a grand jury room, facing questions she dodged when Jenny was still just from the block. Ellen DeGeneres, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ashton Kutcher just activated stealth mode, and every move looks like a preemptive strike against whatever Diddy might spill. Hours after, Elon Musk retweeted a post asking why America's favourite talk show aunt suddenly vanished. Paparazzi lenses caught Ellen nursing a pint in a sleepy English village. New salt and pepper pixie cuts. No bodyguards in sight. PR spin says she's enjoying a creative sabbatical. But crew members whisper she liquidated LA real estate at lightning speed and rerouted her production company's mail to a London P.O. box. Leo pulled a similar Houdini. He framed his abrupt hop to Portofino as summer downtime. Yet flight data shows he rerouted from an original New York destination within hours of Diddy's alleged cooperation leak. Hardly the chill timing you expect from someone who hasn't texted Combs in years, according to his publicist. Ashton's nervous energy might be the loudest. The same week old clips surfaced of him stammering through Hot Ones questions about Diddy's white parties. He and Mila finalised paperwork for a long-rumoured European relocation, selling the Beverly Hills estate they once called their forever home. 3 megastars, 3 sudden departures, one common denominator, each spent formative career moments orbiting Puffy's Champagne Nebula. If the tapes roll and timestamps match, "I was overseas" won't sound like coincidence. It'll feel like the first line of a coordinated evacuation plan. Terrence Howard's recollection is the smoking gun anecdote that turns rumour into skin-prickling reality. He says it started with what looked like a career-boosting offer. Diddy wanted acting tips, then studio feedback on Terrence's music. But every hangout ended with the mogul staring in silence, as if waiting for a signal Terrence never planned to give. The tipping point came when Howard's assistant pulled him aside and decoded the vibe. "He's not workshopping scenes, he's shopping for you." That single warning detonated Terrence's trust. He iced out Combs, cancelled follow-ups, and watched the phone go permanently quiet. Looking back, Howard now frames those meetings as his brush with a machine that devours boundaries. Rebuff the advance, and you're promptly ghosted from Hollywood's hottest rooms. Acquiesce, and you're plugged into a network of favours, where the cost of entry is your silence and perhaps your dignity. His story matters because it's a rare, on-the-record glimpse into how power navigates consent in celebrity circles. Unpolished, personal, and impossible to chalk up to internet fanfic. If prosecutors spotlight Terrence's account to show a pattern of coercive grooming, they won't need grainy party footage to sway a jury. One credible voice describing the grooming script in real time could make the hypothetical tapes feel all too real. Katt Williams kicks the conversation from creepy to cultural cautionary tale, dragging the so-called dress agenda back under the spotlight with the receipts fresher than a runway. He swears Hollywood's gatekeepers still stole 7-figure contracts across the table, then slide a floral frock right behind it, daring black male talent to trade masculinity for mainstream blessing. Williams says he walked away from $50 million 4 times because the fine print required a costume change that felt more ritual than wardrobe. He points to Kevin Hart's once viral vow never to don a dress, followed by that Saturday Night Live skit where Hart suddenly pirouetted in a pleated number. And just like that, his career rocket-shipped past the stratosphere. Dave Chappelle told Oprah the same story. Refuse the dress, watch studio doors slam shut, book a one-way flight to South Africa to keep your sanity intact. Katt frames it not as conspiracy theory, but as institutional hazing. They test the line you won't cross. If your line is movable, so is your soul. In the context of Diddy's alleged freak-off tapes, the wardrobe demand reads less like comedic gag and more like a gateway checkpoint. One last respect shredder before you're cleared for whatever comes after. And if jurors hear that pattern, a satin gown might end up fitting like an iron collar. Step back and the mosaic snaps into focus. Decade after decade, different faces, same choreography, glamour as bait, money as muzzle, and a rotating cast of fixers whose job is to make the morning headlines disappear before the brunch reservations hit open table. The white nail detail in Cassie's suit, Katt's dress test, Terrence's silent stare meeting, Meek's late-night pool mantra, Usher's hospital whisper, Jay-Z's sealed NDAs, J-Lo's allegedly loaded purse. Each fragment looks isolated until you layer them like celluloid frames and watch a single reel play out. Powerful men creating controlled environments where boundaries blur, cameras roll, and leverage is stockpiled for a rainy day shakedown or mutual assured destruction pact. Lawyers draft ironclad non-disparagement clauses. Publicists circulate identical no-comment statements. Crisis comms firms ghostwrite heartfelt Instagram apologies that never quite acknowledge what happened. Meanwhile, hush money routing slips move through shell companies, and the industry politely rebrands victims as troubled when they refuse to stick to the script. That's the ecosystem prosecutors now threaten to bulldoze if Diddy hands over hard drives labelled like souvenir snow globes from every notorious party of the last 30 years. Once jurors see the montage uncut, contracts, costumes, corridors, and cameras, the defense can't hide behind isolated incidents. The pattern itself becomes the smoking gun. The clock now points straight at May 2025, and tension hums like feedback in a sold-out arena. Every sealed drive, purged timeline, and one-way flight is just a placeholder until a judge bangs the gavel and summons receipts into daylight. Prosecutors have quietly expanded their witness list, reserving seats for anyone whose name appears in Diddy's archive metadata. Rumour says subpoenas are drafted, waiting only for a final forensic hash match before FedEx trucks roll. Talent agencies are wargaming nightmare scenarios. What if their biggest client is the surprise cameo on White Party 09? Streaming platforms are scrubbing promo slots in case marquee faces become courtroom B-roll. Even PR veterans whisper this scandal could outshock Weinstein, because the alleged evidence isn't just a testimony. It's video, audio, biometrics stamped with dates and GEO tags no publicist can spin. Between now and the first sworn statement, expect frantic settlements, sudden philanthropic rebrands, and a flood of NDAs offered like life rafts on a sinking yacht. But remember, once discovery opens, there's no mute button, just sworn oaths, chain of custody logs, and a jury box waiting to binge-watch Hollywood's rawest footage. If you thought the preview was wild, brace for the full-length feature. Hit follow, keep receipts, and stay ready. The next headline could drop before this sentence finishes loading.